Life is hard, but it could be worse. Life is hard.
This is the podcast for people who know what life is really about.
That's right.
Or who want to know, you know. So this Trump thing, I'm not a Trump fan, but I'm actually in league with Trump now because...
What Trump thing? What did he do?
With him boycotting Fox News in the debate.
Oh, because you don't like Megyn Kelly either?
No, because I don't like Fox News.
Oh.
So I was thinking...
That's not why he's boycotting.
Well, you've heard... Yeah, but this works out. This works out great. You've heard the rumors that Trump is a plant from the Democrats to sort of distract or derail the Republican...
I have, but just in case our listener hasn't... Let's
right. But I'm just saying though, there's been
let's go through the exposition of this.
Yeah, there's been talk that Trump might just be a dog and pony show that the Democrats inserted into the Republican convention or whatever.
Right, and the story is not without merit because Hillary Clinton, and Donald Trump have a history. Well, like she was at his wedding or some crap like that. And he has donated to her campaign in the past.
And this recent development actually feeds that fire because he's taking on Fox News. And Fox News is one of the great enemies of the left.
Right. Well, and so the theory is that Donald Trump, because he can do what Donald Trump does and steal the show, basically.
You're fired!
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Registered to run as a Republican and is going to try to win the Republican nomination so that he can then hand the election to the Democrat.
Sure.
The Democratic candidate, which would presumably...
He's going to end up winning because he can't say anything to do anything that will dissuade his voters.
but this brings up a question. Like, I was thinking about this the other day, and maybe you know the answer, or maybe our listener is going to have to go do research. Let's say that Trump wins and I don't mean to steal your topic because I want to get back to what you're talking about.
No,
but
cool.
Let's say Trump wins the Republican nomination. And Hillary Clinton wins the Democratic nomination. And then at some point after that is official, but before the general election, Trump says, you know what? I don't want it anymore. Just...
Right.
Then what happens? Do the Republicans call an emergency meeting and have somebody else step up to the plate, or is it too late and Hillary just automatically gets...
If that's a serious question, I would
absolutely serious.
I would bet you there would be some sort of intervention that the Supreme Court or somebody would step in and say, we need to postpone the election. Obama's going to be president another year. No, I'm just kidding. But they would have to do something because the fact that somebody literally...
there's got to be something in place for that because, like, what if he gets assassinated or something?
Well, right. But the fact that he did it maliciously would be, oh my God, that would just be crazy. But so here's my thing though. So he's now made a lot of people don't like Fox News because Donald Trump doesn't like Fox News. And a lot of right wingers, a lot of Republicans that used to be the Fox News base, right? So he's turned the Republicans against Fox News. So my next move now is to say that we should boycott any cable company, any internet provider that allows Fox News to be broadcast. So we all just tell our cable companies we're not paying for cable. We'd be
shooting ourselves in the foot though, because we'd have to boycott every internet service provider there is.
Absolutely.
How are we going to make the podcast?
This isn't going to last long because they're going to shut down Fox News completely.
Oh, right. Yeah, it'll be that easy.
Yeah. Well, when nobody pays for their cable or basically, okay, first of all, you got the entire one half of the country that hates Fox News, right? Now you've got 30% or more of the Republican side that used to be the Fox News base that hates Fox News. So, 75% of the country is going along with me on this, saying we're not paying our cable bill until they take Fox News off. Fox News will be gone, and this is a coup.
If people really did that,
this is like a dream come true for people like me who fucking hate Fox News.
Well, yeah,
I didn't say that. I don't hate anybody. Okay, I'm a nice guy. I don't hate anybody.
But
I can't stand Fox News. Sorry.
Well, that's fine.
Did I say I don't like Fox News?
I don't remember.
I meant to say that.
I don't remember if you said that or not. Let's rewind the tape.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, but even some of the people that don't like Fox News like Fox News. Like, I like Fox News.
For entertainment value.
Exactly, absolutely. I mean, where would Jon Stewart be without Fox News? Or John Oliver or any of those guys? Stephen Colbert, etc., etc. So I mean, you gotta have him just to laugh at him, but
this whole thing, this whole Donald Trump campaign could have been to unseat Fox News.
But my question,
this could be our best chance to get rid of Fox News.
My question to you, though, is do you think people really are just turning against Fox News all of a sudden because of Trump? Or do you think they're like the child in a household where the parents are splitting up? You know what I mean? It's like, do I go with mom or dad? Is it Trump or Fox? Why can't they get along?
And why do I have to choose? Why can't I have both? Yeah.
Why don't make me pick, please.
Well, I'm almost tempted to start listening to Fox News to see what sort of things they're saying about Trump having done this power play.
Right.
Because it is, you have to
admit... Well, they've been against him for a while now.
Yeah, I know, but you have to admit it's pretty childish to say either fire one of your journalists, and I know I use that term loosely, by the way, but either fire one of your news people or I'm not coming on your debate. I mean, that's just...
Oh, it's absolutely childish, and it's absolutely a power play like you were saying. But... it is kind of fun to watch him take on the establishment because not only is it Fox News of all places, like the worst excuse for a news outfit there ever was, but it's mass media in general. And mass media for so long has controlled the tempo, has controlled the dialogue, has controlled the narrative. Yeah. It's nice to watch somebody give them the middle finger and say, to hell with you, I'm going over here.
Yeah, I'm having trouble not supporting Trump right now.
That's what I'm saying.
And it turned out to be a coup for CNN.
Even though it's completely childish what he's doing, it's hard not to be right there in his corner going like, yeah, screw the mass media. Or...
yeah, and CNN is going to capitalize on
absolutely.
this. I mean, I couldn't believe when you told me that he was going to go over to CNN for a town hall meeting. I'm like, oh my God, who's even going to watch the Fox News debate now?
Well, I'm very, very curious to see which one gets what. Like, I want to see, we're going to have to revisit on a future podcast how the ratings come out, because I'm really interested to know.
I might have to hack into the Nielsen website and find out what they know.
Yeah, hack into Nielsen.
Well, I want the inside scoop. I don't want the filtered scoop.
Yeah. We don't want the story that the mass media tells us about the Nielsen ratings.
Well, that and Nielsen might actually, go, well, we don't want anybody to know that more people watch CNN than watch Fox News that night. We want
right, because then Fox News might get dropped by all the cable companies.
That would be the hope, yes. That's why I want the raw data. I'm sorry. I just look at this as an opportunity of a lifetime. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You don't get a chance to take out Fox News.
I say the more the merrier. Anybody that wants to have a news channel should be allowed to have a news channel. We should be able to have the Life is Hard 24-hour news cycle channel carried by all the cable companies if we want.
I'm not against anybody having a news channel. I'm against misinformation. Like, if you have a news channel, it should be news. Calling Fox a news channel is a misnomer. They're entertainment.
Any of them a news channel anymore.
Yeah, I know.
More than half, probably because they have 24 hours they got to fill, but way, way, way more than half, the vast majority, is opinion stuff. It's pulpit, it's debate, it's totally
sensationalized.
It's sensationalized. There's a definite agenda there. It's not just the facts.
Which brings me back to the Don Henley song I was trying to think of last week.
Oh, yeah.
Might not have been last week now, I don't know.
But now we know what it is.
Yeah.
Kick them when they're up, kick them when they're down, kick them when they're up,
dirty laundry.
Kick them all around.
And it's perfect for the media.
Yeah.
It was perfect back then, it's still perfect.
It's part of the media. Media's in the song, like the bubble bleach blonde on the evening news, or comes on at 5 or something.
Yeah, she can tell you about the plane crash with a gleam in her eye. Yeah, I know the word. Yeah, because when I was younger, I thought, this is so true. And this was 30 years ago.
God, are we that old? We are that old. Oh, man. I don't want to think about that. That's 30 years ago.
I know.
Holy cow.
So I have mixed feelings about being old. I mean, part of it's like, hey, I've been around long enough to know, like, what's up.
Yeah, but I don't want to tell people we're old. We're not really old. I was born in 1991.
Yeah, you had to think about that, didn't you?
I had to make up a number that was somewhat... But I don't want to be too young.
Right, you want to be like 25, huh?
Yeah. Well, that would make me, 24, 25, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2016 now, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're falling behind on the current date. That's a sign.
Well, even making myself 20 years younger still makes me 25. That's pretty bad.
Oh, that's what you did. You said 20. Now you really gave it away. Like you completely gave it away. I wasn't going to tell anybody I was born the same year that they passed the Non-Discrimination Act, the Federal Non-Discrimination Act.
I don't even know what that is.
1964.
That's when the Beatles came to America. I know that.
The desegregation happened in 64.
You know the Beatles, right? They have that guy that Kanye bumped.
Yeah. The what was his name? Paul McCarthy?
McCarthy?
McCarthy, that's it.
Wasn't that
yeah, he was the anti-communist.
They had McCarthyism back then.
Right, exactly. That was when I was. Yeah, that's it. Paul McCarthy.
Right, from the Beatles. Paul McCarthy.
It's a good thing Kanye West brought him on the show. Otherwise, we wouldn't even know who he was.
Right. He's Jesse McCarthy's dad.
Yes, but on a more serious note, Paul McCartney was like desktop. Their household name when I was growing up.
Desktop name.
Yeah, desktop. I was thinking of tabletop conversation.
Laptop name.
Table.
It wasn't quite up to a tablet.
I mean,
but he was desktop.
And it's funny because I wasn't even a Beatles fan. Paul McCartney had a huge music career even outside of the Beatles. And,
with Wings.
And to suggest
and I mean other ones too, but I'm just saying.
I think we mentioned this on like 2 other podcasts about Kanye West.
It doesn't matter. Nobody listened to the other podcasts.
I know, but it's like one of the craziest things I've ever heard when I saw the tweets from people saying, "Oh yeah, that Paul McCartney guy, he really owes a lot to Kanye West." And I'm like, what?
just when you think people couldn't be any unwiser,
less informed.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of a politically correct way to.
Well, it's not. I mean, essentially, you can't say that they're ignorant. They're just, you know.
You can.
Well, they're ignorant to contemporary music. It's not history. We're not talking Amadeus Mozart here.
Right.
We're talking Paul McCartney. We're talking 30 years ago. Actually, he's been famous. I mean, he's done stuff in the last 10 years.
Right, but he started in the 60s, the 1960s.
Yeah.
And it's terrible that you have to clarify which which century you're talking about now, but 1960s, and he was pretty prolific all the way up through the 90s.
Yeah. It's not like he fell off the face of the planet 30 years ago. He's been, he's been knighted. He's now a knight.
Yes, he is Sir Paul McCarthy.
Yeah. I mean, and then Kanye West. That just fucking blows my mind. Like it just the concept of that. I mean, it would be like somebody saying, "Hey, George Washington was, introduced."
Right.
By some schmuck on late night television or something.
Right.
Oh, look, George Washington, nobody would know who he was if
it weren't for Jay Leno giving him the bump.
Exactly.
Jay Leno, who's that?
Yeah.
Oh, he used to do the Tonight Show way back in the day.
Well, to be fair, I don't know. I couldn't tell you who Kanye West was. If you showed me a picture of him, I wouldn't know him. I mean, I know I've heard of him and I've read stuff, but I wouldn't know.
Right. He's my great uncle.
Don't you wish?
Actually, probably I would be his great uncle.
Twice removed.
He's probably younger than me. Oh God! Old.
Well, young people, kids, our listeners out there.
I need Kanye to give me the bump. He should give the podcast a bump.
Give us a thumbs up before we die, okay? Like us, whatever you do.
Please like us. They like me.
Thanks for listening.
Like me.
But it could be worse. Life is hard. But it could be worse.